So, welcome, welcome, welcome to day 4 of our Beyond Fear Masterclass. I am just so excited that we are making it to the last day. It's all happening in flow. I see same faces coming again and again. You know, what could be better to be on a journey together and to feel each other, to share the journey, to share the breakthroughs, to share the difficulties, the challenges, and rise. And today, my very first question to you will be, what are you celebrating? But before you're going to answer, we are going to dance. We are going to sink in our bodies. We are going to feel this living temple. We are going to move the energy. Whatever is present in you, nothing needs to be different. Allow it to be exactly as it is. Give it space. Breathe into it. Give it sound, movement. We want to get into our body because emotions get stuck there. Fears get stuck there. That's from where we start spinning into our mind. So we want to definitely embody this vessel. How does it sound? High 10? All right. So then we put our keynote song, Take Flight, and we go for it. Oh my God. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe and feel your sweat and feel your heat and feel yourself alive. Ah, breathe with a sigh. Let the whole world know how you feel. Ah, whatever is moving through you, let it sound. Ah, notice what changed in your energy, in your emotions, in your physical body after the dance. Ah. Noticing your breath, how it became more frequent. Noticing your heartbeat. And we are putting our hands together next to the heart today. Because today is an important day. Today, I will invite you to meet the fear that lives in your body, to talk to it, to discover what it needs, and to give it what it needs. So that you are no longer at the mercy of your fear, but you can do what you need to do while you give the fear what it needs. Let's honor both our divine and human nature. It's so fascinating to have this human experience, to play, to explore, to discover. I am so grateful that I'm turning 43 this year, and I did not lose zeal for life, even for 1 year in my life. Ah, I'm just so happy about that. And it just keeps expanding. And so today I will also share with you the foundations for living your life, living the life from your soul. Very simple foundations. We might have heard them many times, but we never made the link, maybe, that they have to do with us being connected to our deep self. So it will be like remembering today. And now I would love to ask you first, what are we celebrating this week? We are traveling already for 4 days together. I don't know how about you guys, if you're taking action on your side or not, what's happening with the universe reflecting to you, but I'm having incredible breakthroughs, incredible gifts. And just being in service of this container, I'm getting bigger gifts than usually from life. And I'll share with you in a moment, but I first want to hear from you. What's happening? What are you celebrating? Please type it in the chat group. What are you celebrating in your relationships? What are you celebrating in your career? Even if it's just realizing something, having an insight, having a heart opening, having an amazing moment, having a moment of stillness after 2 months of not having a moment of stillness. Like, I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be like Santa Claus appeared in July or in June and visited us. Anna Valken. Yeah, I will not. Her family name's Anna. Yes. Yeah. Karina, honesty, rejoicing, dancing. Goran, joy, opening my soul to express myself. It's welcoming fear. Finding a good balance between work and family time. Jolene, more connection to what I want. Sophie, I'm celebrating that I can be with Fia. It's a friend. Celebrating, letting go to open for new things. Angela, letting go and just doing without much thinking. Clarity. Ah, oh, beautiful people. I feel you. These words, they vibrate with a very particular frequency when we celebrate. And actually, we want to celebrate every day to connect to what we are grateful for, what we are celebrating. Because our soul, it's a natural state of our soul. Just natural joy, with not because something happens, just because we are alive. Domi, knowing my desires. Jasmine, I took my fee at my new project at work today and put it under my armpit. Sabrine, more respecting my boundaries, being trustful to myself and my body seems easier, and also more going with the flow and letting go. Putting yourself first. Exactly. So beautiful people. I will share with you also what's happening on my side. I would like to say it's confidential, but it's not, because because everybody basically can see the masterclass, and I might post about it one day, but I'm not inspired to post it about it as yet. So you are the first ones to hear this. So on the professional side, I've been calling in already for months people who could become partners to work, to create, to co-create. Because I have been a one-woman show, and then Dylan joined, but Dylan is more like he's there, but in the retreat, he's completely there. But when the retreats are not happening, he's like stepping back. But I wanted to have a partner with whom we can create and like beat as a pulse of life in our passion. And you know, it turned out to be one of my best friends with whom I'm already in a deep relationship for a couple of years. Yeah, it's a friend here in Belgium. We've always vibed on a very passionate level, but the circumstances in life changed for her in such a way that it allows now for us to co-create in a tantric field. And it's like, hallelujah. I'm so happy. This week we met twice for half a day, and we created stuff, and it just flows incredibly. I am just so happy. And then on the personal side, what I want to celebrate is 1 week ago, I made a post that I choose to be a single mother. Maybe you read it, maybe you did not. I don't know. But I decided to choose myself fully, to no longer compromise, to be with frequency, which actually is not okay for me. And it's been a difficult decision, a very difficult one. I must say, I could have considered spending more years living like this. But a weekend with Saima, and this is an enlightened teacher that I happened to spend a weekend with in Brussels 1.5 weeks ago, there was so much light, there was so much clarity. And she said one phrase that kind of like, you know, created this like, she said, we all want to be happy. But then why the fuck do we hold to shit in our life? It was just one phrase. It was on the first evening. And I did not even think about me holding on to some shit at home or anywhere else, but it did something to me. It did something. And then when I came back home and I realized, oh, actually there are some frequencies here I am putting up with and I don't want anymore. And I addressed it with my partner. And we came to a conclusion that it wasn't possible to change. And that's what I announced last week. For me, it was clear, it's not possible, I move on. I just need to protect my frequency on which I want to vibe every day. And we separated for a few days. We spent time separately to feel into ourselves, to be with this new reality, which was like a thunder through the sky for him. Of course, he did not expect this neither. And on Monday, when we met again and we had a conversation, he said, you know, if you wouldn't be that radical, I would have maybe not changed. But now I see that I can change, and I choose to align. But what I'm asking you to do as well is to change as well. Are you willing? Are you willing to meet me in the middle? And for me, that was like, I cried. To be honest, like I cried. It's like you let go of something, you take something out of your heart, you say, fuck it, you've been putting up with it for a year and a half now. And then you say, it's enough. I choose myself. And you let go. And I grieved and I cried and I shaked and so much happened. And then he comes and he says these things. And we rebirth. Life. Life. You know, we need to be willing to choose ourselves. We need to be willing to choose light and not to put up with what's not working. And then what's meant to stay will stay, and what's not meant to stay will go. And what's meant to stay will transform, will join in. But betraying ourselves, pleasing, choosing the greater whole at the cost of yourself, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So that's my, yeah? You can take from it what you want and leave whatever you don't want. But I just wanted to share with passion and love that I feel now, right now in my heart, that miracles like this happen. And it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth going through pain. It's worth going through grief. It's worth taking roots out of the heart and choosing the frequency I want to live. And so here we are coming to a very important point, very important point. What you truly want, what you truly desire, what you truly choose to be is sacred. It's sacred. I grew up in Christianity. I was baptized as Orthodox Christian. I'm living now in Belgium, where the main religion has always been like either Catholic or also partly Protestants in the neighboring country, the Netherlands. I've been curious about Buddhism since early age, Hinduism. In Buddhism, I learned that desires are not good, that they create suffering, and that by being in the middle and not attaching to any desire is what creates a happy life. And then I learned about Tantra later in my life. And actually how I learned about it, I ended up by chance, literally. I was in India for 3 months, living in ashram, studying Vedas, studying Sanskrit. And then for 3 days, I decided to go to the Osho resort. Who knows Osho, a spiritual teacher? In Pune, they still have a resort. The teacher himself, he died already many, many years ago. He was a controversial teacher because he is a spiritual leader, but he welcomed sexuality in his resort there. You can practice meditation and you can have sex. You are tested on AIDS when you enter there. And when I entered there, after all the ashrams where I've spent months in segregation between women and men so that the desire doesn't come up, so that the sexual polarity doesn't get stimulated, I entered that place and I met people who are so alive, who are so present and alive at the same time. And I saw that this paradigm of contradiction may as well die for me. I may as well live this life and end. I may choose a deeply spiritual path And I may choose a path of deep aliveness, of following my desires, of saying yes to life, and dancing between the two powerful forces of Shiva and Shakti. And this is what Tantra for me is about. Tantra invites us to actually tune in deeply, but deeply, not on this level, what do I want? I want to buy a new house because mine is old. I need a new car. No, not on that level. But like, what do I long for? What do I want? What do I desire? This is sacred. This we are to protect. This we are to honor. And this what brings deep aliveness in us when we dare to say yes to this. And together with that, every day you will find me naturally sitting in meditation, just in stillness as well. Because without that stillness, without that spaciousness, we get lost in this aliveness. We get lost in these emotions. You know, this week has brought so many gifts. And I was overwhelmed, to be honest. I was overwhelmed. My heart could not cope with it. It was like almost like painful for the heart to receive all of this, to feel it, to open up to that degree. And today I woke up and I didn't get out of bed for 2-3 hours. I went back to sleep. I needed to integrate. I just needed to be still. And then I got up, I did 1 hour of yoga in silence, and I sat in meditation for almost an hour. And then I made a nourishing meal, again in silence. And then I've been in my temple for the rest of the day, just tuning in into your field, what's happening for you all. How are we going to meet tonight? What's going to happen here? What does my heart want to share with you? And here we are. So, okay, so I'm gonna open here. Yes, amazing. And thank you. I'm so grateful that I can share with you. This, I'm a public person. I love sharing a lot, but you know, I do not always have time to do that. Right now, it's like a roller coaster, but now I can share with you. So, my beautiful people, connecting to the fact that our desire, what we deeply, deeply long for, is sacred. And often it comes so irrational, so out of this world, so, how do you say it, improper. Like it's like not within the cultural context sometimes we are living in, not within the societal conditioning, not within the parental conditioning that we receive. And then it's like, what do I do with it? Or what if I surrender to it? But in care for the whole, in care. Not just because I want, but caring for the whole. So very often we believe that we may be alive and happy when we achieve something. When I will get into a relationship and stop being single, I will be happy. When I fix everything around my career and I have the life like my neighbor has, doing similar job because he's my role model, I will be happy. When my bank account is full and I no longer need money like I need them today, I will be happy. Let me tell you from the experience, and you will tell me probably the same, but let's just confirm it, reaffirm it, that it's not true. That when you get if you are creating from lack, if you are creating from fear, if you are creating from neediness, if you're creating from being unhappy, when you get into the relationship, when you get the job you want, when you get the money on your bank account, you will be as miserable as today. Nothing changed. The only true thing we can do today is to choose what you want to experience when you have a relationship, when you have career, when you have money on your bank account. To choose what you want to experience. What is it that you want to experience? Fulfillment? Do you want to experience like complete, being whole? Tuned for yourself. What would you like to feel? Would you like to feel happy? Would you like to feel alive? What would you like to experience when you have all of this? What are you really after? You're not after a relationship. You're not after the job. You're not after the money. You're after feeling a particular way. Tell me what you want to experience. What do you want to feel? Share with me in the chat. Feeling free. And if we don't know why we want these things, then even drop the whole idea of getting them. Like, it won't make a difference at all. Peace of mind. Yeah. What else? I like to provoke. I like to be sometimes direct. Aliveness. Yes, what else? Financial freedom supported by truth and feel happy in my relationship, in my job, and my partner. Okay, so let's see. Freedom and happiness. That's what you want to experience. Connection, connection. Feeling free, alive, aware. Not being afraid to feel, but to feel happy. Yes. So, if you know what you want to experience, then start with that. Create this first. And create it not in 1 year, not in 5 years, not in 10 years, today. Today, you choose it because you are the only one who chooses your frequency. No one else chooses it for you. No one else. You are the only captain of this vessel. The rest are co-captains. They cannot change the course unless you choose to. You are the only one who chooses. You choose your frequency. Let me prove it to you. Sit down in your chair and relax. Take a deep breath. And connect to that which you want to experience, which you want to feel. And imagine for a moment, hypothetically, that it's already here. That the freedom you want, that the happiness you desire, the playfulness, the trust, the peace is already here. Just imagine this for a moment. And take a deep breath into this reality. You being happy. You being free. Feel how it feels in your body. What sensations come up when you tune into the frequency of happiness, freedom, of playfulness, of aliveness? What happens in your heart? Which posture does your body want to take here? Allow for it. Notice what emerges in your visual reality. When you're happy, when you're free, what do you see? What does your reality look like? What are the sounds that surround you? What do you taste? What do you smell? What's present here in your mouth, in your nose? Inhale and smell this reality. Does it smell like rain? Does it smell like ocean? Does it smell like orange? What does it smell like? Flowers? What do you taste? How does aliveness taste? How does freedom taste? How does happiness taste? Feel it in your body. Feel it in your sensations. Because you are the one who chooses what you feel, what you experience. Taking a deep breath and maybe even a little bit exaggerating your body posture. Like, what does it want to take as space? Maybe it wants to open shoulders. Maybe it wants to lift the head. Maybe you want to get up. Wow, this is me. I'm here. You want to take space. Yes, allow for it. I'm going to close the door because the rain and storm has started and I think my door is not completely closed. But you feel it. This is you. This is you. You, the captain. You choosing it. You invoking it. You're the one who will devote yourself to it. You're the one who will protect this frequency. You are the one. No one else has a say about it, ever. Another door opens. I'm going to close it too. What is happening? Huge storm is happening. Storm. I want to show this to you. This is incredible. Can you see it? This is life. And we are the embodiment of life. We are this aliveness. We are the sun. We are the storm. We are the rain, the water, the fire, the earth, the air, everything of it. Yeah, we are. Let's never forget. The mind is just designed there to help us be even more of that, not to stop us from that, to be our nature. So, where are we with all of that? So, our priority is to choose what we wish to experience in the future, to choose it today. This is our responsibility. And from this space, we will create, if we still want, a relationship, a change in career, money, friendships, children, whatever you desire to create. But we want to create from this space. Because with this frequency, with this energy, you will attract a very different partner, a very different job, a very different money. How does it resonate with you? How is it landing? I'd like to hear. Say yes if it feels true. Say, like, I doubt. I don't know. I don't know how. The fact that the frequency from which you create will create what you will either enjoy or be running away from. Yeah. I see some of you are, maybe it's a new possibility. Maybe you never thought about it. Maybe you never considered it. Sophie says, not sure, bit scary and excited at once. Yeah, it is scary. It is scary to be you. For the identity, it's death. Yeah, but okay, we don't want to, like, this is the main thing. We are here to kill identity. No, we're here to allow the life and to let the identity serve us. Yeah, but it's scary for the identity. Meditation and state of mind consistency will bring me there. Yes, this feels true, Adrian says. Angela says, it feels true. I'm not sure. I know how. How does one start to feel? Most of all, not nice feelings, and it is scary indeed. Yes, yes. Thank you for acknowledging the whole spectrum, the yes and the doubt and the fear to live this. Exactly. So our priority is to create what you want to experience already today. Now, how do we do that? We just did it actually through less than 5-minute exercise. But on a bigger scale of things in your life, the foundation for this is realizing who you are. That's the foundation. Many people believe that they are their identity, that they are their thoughts, their feelings, their emotions. Whatever passes through them is who they are. No. You are a consciousness in which all of these emotions and thoughts and feelings are happening. Depending on the frequency which you choose, you will attract particular thoughts, particular emotions. But you are the captain. You are the unlimited consciousness. You are the field of potentiality that invites whatever will be there in your house. You are not these waves in the ocean. You are the captain of the ocean. In the ocean, you are the captain. You're not the waves. And you are the ocean. And there's a captain in the ocean. Yeah. So realize it, not just understanding that, because understanding, oh yeah, we can read lots of books about it. New Earth, Eckhart Tolle, I Am That, Maharishi. We can read many smart books, but realize that it means I feel it, I get it, I see it, I realize this. And this is the tantric path. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Because it gives you glimpses into that. It gives you glimpses into who you are for real, without all of this, beyond all of these waves, beneath all of these waves, who you are, and that you can rest in it unconditionally. In human terms, we want to prioritize our well-being. We need to choose ourselves first. But we can only choose ourselves for real when we know who we are. Otherwise, most identities have very low self-worth. Identity cannot have a high, healthy self-worth. It will either be unless it's connected to who you are. If it's not plugged in into your nature, it will either inflate and kind of bounce into, I am too good to be true, or like, I am not good enough. But when identity can serve the realization, then it realigns in frequency of, I am everything, I am that I am. And I can accept about myself and the dark side and the light side. And I don't need to judge myself anymore. I was having a client yesterday in the coaching session, and she said, I'm afraid to be narcissistic because my mom was, and there. But I said, but you are also narcissistic, aren't you? She became shy. She said, like, how do you know? I said, I can see. You're also narcissistic. What's so wrong about this? In fact, the more you suppress your narcissism, the more narcissistic you come across to other people. The more you claim that, yeah, I am also narcissistic. Not always, but yeah, there are times when I want to be in the center, when I want to be seen, when I want attention, when I want this, when I want that. When you claim that, great. And next moment you will be silent and you will not need any attention because you consciously chose to. The desire, you followed the longing, you followed the desire, you expressed it. You expressed yourself as you in that moment. That's it, complete. But the more you try to hide it, the more people will say, you're so narcissistic, you're showing off, you're this, you're that. Shadows. Yeah, so it's like embracing our identity as it is. In daily terms, what it means is aligning yourself to your natural rhythm. Most of us, humans, function in too high of a speed. We are not moving within our nature. What's natural for us? We jump out of bed with an alarm clock. We start serving children, family, work, again, family, then we go to bed, we jump out again. We don't even have time to connect to what is our rhythm, what do I want? Yeah, it's important. Honoring your speed, honoring when you need to go to bed and when it's good time for you to wake up. Honoring the food that you eat, how you nourish your body, being loving towards yourself. Nourishment. Are you creating enough spaciousness in your life? Spaciousness. Not only the doing. When you go for a walk, are you creating this as a spacious time, or are you putting to listen to the podcast to be effective and productive and do 3 things at the same time? But you know, if you don't create spaciousness, it's a kukuluku reality. It's overwhelming. Then you start wondering, like, why am I having so many emotions? Why am I so much in my mind? Because there is no space. There's no spaciousness. It's important to balance the being and the doing. It's so important. Without it, I don't want life just to be effective and productive and just doing. I just also want to be, and I want to enjoy this life. And when I do, I want to come from my being, from the enjoying being, from the loving being, not just doing. It's not fun. Yeah, and for that we need spaciousness. Embodiment. How is your body? Is your body on board? You are here in this 3D reality only thanks to your body. If your body is not connected, you're not connected to your body, too bad. This 3D reality misses something, misses you, the embodied you, the alive you. the one that is connected to your feelings, connected to your energy. And when you connect there, you cannot take bullshit anymore. You cannot say yes when it's a no. You cannot. You just can't anymore. Because you feel it intensely. You cannot exhaust yourself endlessly. You can't, because your body will signal pain, signal exhaustion. But we have coffee nowadays. We have energizers. So if we get tired, we can numb this feeling. A couple of extra spoons of sugar, and all is good. And then doctors report statistics of burnouts, of people going crazy mentally. Where does it all come from? It's by honoring our nature. It's by honoring who we truly are that we align with the pulse of life, that we can beat together, that we can dance together, that we are life. But in the concepts, in the ideas, in the identity, we are always in separation. That's where we feel lonely. That's where we feel like abandoned, lonely, all kinds of feelings. People feel depressed, identity. Here we are separated. Tell me, how does it resonate? How does it land? I'd like your engagement, and I would like to feel you. Maybe sometimes I press painful buttons, but how not to press them? It's important to press them. It's important to create the discomfort so that we can realign. Yeah. So how do we get embodiment? Share with me how it lands, please. I would love to hear. Maybe I would lost you already halfway, and then I'm like, okay, maybe we just go straight to the practice then. I want to know. Jasmine, Domi, Karin, how are you feeling? Avi, Chantal. Made me quiet to hear this. I need space, Sophie says. Karin says, Angela made me feel calm. Karin, it lands very slowly. It's a lot to take in. Ah, yes. Thank you for being honest. I appreciate that so much. Oh, Goran, spectrum is so big. It's actually so simple to be our natural self. There is nothing simpler than that. But because our whole life we train ourselves and get trained to not be natural, it becomes complicated. Monique feels your body needs rest. Sophie, space to connect with my truth. Grateful that I almost have vacation to get my conscious create time. Helga, I need more time for just being and resting. Yes. Right. Embodiment. How do we create embodiment? How do we get ourselves into this vessel? How do you create embodiment in your life? Do you do? Are you human thinking? Are you human being? And if you are being, then in what are you being? How you embody, how you deal with your embodiment, how do you create that? Fear of silence, Evie shares. Yes. You only fear, you only take this fear seriously because you believe what you think. When you're the ocean, when you realize I'm the space, I'm just the space through which everything passes, you just let it pass. That's the whole point of meditation. It clears your mind. It clears your consciousness. Meditation is a natural way of being. Just allow. So no one creates embodiment. Shall I share with you how we can do that? Adriana also shares, I know this so well. My body lives most of the time in pain. I feel most of the time exhausted. I learned to live with it. And now I've chosen to not accept it anymore. Bravo. I want to feel joy and energy again. The choice is the beginning. That's the turnaround. That's the turnaround. That choice will take you far. Sabrina creating embodiment through dancing, breathing, meditation, nature, singing, playing guitar. Anna dancing a lot. Karin, time for painting, walking, sporting, meditating, hugging, laughing. Ah, yes. I love, for example, I have 3 favorite activities: yoga, jogging, and my new activity that I started cultivating is gym, to create more strength in my body. I feel like kick-ass strong when I go to the gym. Gives me a good feeling. Otherwise, I feel flexible and I feel like I can be stretched all over, but like not like bass drums, you know, like I like that feeling. So whatever we want to feel, we can actually source it through the body as well, through embodiment. Yeah, and then cultivating trust in ourselves. Cultivating trust. You are the pulse of life. You are already enough. You're already complete. You're already whole from the tantric perspective. The rest is bonus. All the rest is bonus. Whatever you do in life, whatever you express in life is bonus. So in Tantra, how do we cultivate this trust in ourselves, trust in life? Through surrender to the divine, through surrender to our soul's movement, through devotion, like we discussed on the first day of the masterclass, devotion to my soul, to devotion to the divine to move through me, for life to move through me. It's called consecration. I surrender my little personality, my big persona, whatever is in the way, everything to be in service of my soul. I love, for example, personally oracle cards that are speaking about soul frequencies and connect me to that. I love to draw a card a day just to reconnect to the frequency of truth. Music. I have a collection of music that I connect to that supports me to be in this vibration, to be in this frequency. Nature. Always. Nature. We are nature. We are part of nature. And of course, knowing and learning how to navigate our emotions. Yeah, that's another pillar. Because if we suppress it, we don't pass the energy through, we create pains, diseases in our bodies, disconnections. We store everything in our body, all our past relationships, then we carry them over into the new relationships. We can't really see clearly anymore. So completing the past, dealing with emotions, moving the energy, important. So these are like, from the tantric perspective, I'm now giving you the fundamentals of what are we doing with our body's energy, etc., etc. So are you ready for the practice? Great. Then what I would like to suggest to you is, first of all, feel the chair or the sofa under your butt, and also feel the floor under your feet. So we want to ground ourselves to feel how we are actually on the ground. We are safe. We're not gonna fly anywhere. We're not gonna catapult anywhere. We are just here. You can do this practice sitting or standing, up to you. I love to do everything standing because I love to engage all parts of my body. So it's up to you, and it also allows you to lift sleepiness. If you feel sleepy or tired, also standing vertical can help. And then start taking deep breaths into your body and start connecting to your body. Ah. And first connect to your heart. Connect to your heart, to the frequency of your heart. Our soul is very strongly expressed through our heart. When our heart open, it's easy to hear the voice of the soul. Or connect to truth, like the vibration of truth. If it's difficult to connect to the heart energy, to this openness, unconditionality, compassion, connect to the energy of truth. Deeper truth, not opinionated truth, but like deeper, like the deeper knowing when something is right or something is off. That kind of knowing. And taking a deep breath here and allowing to connect yourself to this. So we will refer to it from now on, either the heart or the soul. Yeah, because the soul vibrates with the frequency of love, of truth. And now allow this to fill your whole body. Take a few breaths and allow this frequency to really like spread all over your body. Maybe move your body. Let it move. How does your body move when you are connected to your heart, to your soul frequency? Yes. And now we will start connecting to your fear. The fear that you would like to look into the eyes today. I invite you to connect to that fear that you brought with you, that stops you in life, that scares you, that makes you contract. And as you're connecting to it, I invite you to locate it in your body. Find it. Where is it in your body? Where do you feel it the most? And start going there with your hands, putting your hand there. It may be in the area of your chest, maybe in the solar plexus. What we want is to connect to the sensations that are there. So become very aware what kind of sensations are here in this part of your body when you connect to fear. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it squeezing? Is it burning? Is it, what are like the physical sensations?
Now I invite you to zoom into these sensations in this part of your body, into your fear, located here, and go there right in the center with your consciousness and start embodying it through your whole body. Start embodying these sensations through your whole body. If it's a contracting feeling, let your body start contracting, collapsing. If it's burning feeling, maybe you want to bring some burning like all over your body. Like start embodying this fear. Start feeling all over your body what the sensations are happening now. And as you are connecting to it, I'm inviting you to tune in right now. What does this fearful character need? So as you are being embodying this fearful part of you right now, I invite you to actually express what do you need, because you are now the embodiment of fear. Let yourself speak. Let yourself express what do you need. Maybe you need to be seen. Maybe you need to be held. Maybe you need to be reassured. What is it? Connect to this character. Right now, you are this character, this fearful character, embodying this part of you. What do you need? We want to recognize the needs of the fear. And now when you recognize the needs, it can be 1, 2, 3 needs. Just keep asking what else? What else? What else do you need? Maybe it needs warmth. Maybe it needs care. Maybe it needs love. I don't know what. Your fear will be unique. Recognizing what it needs. And once you clear, okay, this is what it's asking for. Take a breath. And now, with your consciousness, you move out of this character and you become you. And the fear goes back to that part of the body where you located it first. You are you. And the fearful character, the fearful part goes back to that part of your body where you have located it first. Take a deep breath. Now connect to your heart. Connect to your soul. Connect to your truth. Whatever resonates with you. I'm saying now several words. Connect to this, this, and that. But if you feel like, oh, I'm going to connect to my heart. Oh, I am easily connecting to my soul frequency. I am easily connecting to that sense of knowing. Connect to that, what you've been connecting to in the beginning. And embody this part. Embody this part. Embody your heart. Let your whole body express your heart frequency now. Express your soul frequency. Maybe your body will start making movements. Maybe it will just open up. And now from this frequency, from this light, from this love, from this truth, you give to the fearful part what it needs. If it's in your stomach, you place your hands on your stomach. If it's in your chest, you place your hands on your chest and you give from your soul, from your heart, exactly what it asked, what it needs. Abundantly. Give it all. Embracing and nourishing and nurturing this fearful part, showering it everything that it needs. Maybe reassurance, maybe love, maybe being seen. See it from your heart, see it from your soul. You holding it with your hands, let your hands become the conduit of the energy of your soul, of your heart, into the fearful part, transmitting exactly what it needs. Taking slow, conscious breaths into the fearful part as it is receiving. Receiving what you're giving it. Now I'm going to put music on, and for this next part, I'm actually inviting you to get up. And when you will be moving first in embodying the fearful part and expressing the needs and moving as such. And then you will be shifting and embodying the soul part and talking to the fear and giving what it needs. And then shifting again into the fear and collapsing and contracting. And shifting again into the soul and giving it what it needs. So that there is a dialogue emerging in a dance between the two parts. Clear for everyone? Great. Then please get up. We are going to put the music on. And we start with embodying the fearful part. Make sounds from this part. Express what it needs. Feel it. Feel the sensation. Sharing your needs out loud. And then moving into the soul frequency, into your heart frequency. Embodying your heart, embodying your soul, moving from there. Giving to the fearful part what it needs. Giving with all the love. Saying the words that it wants to hear.
Connecting to the fear again and embodying the fear again, shifting into the fear. Giving it sound, giving it voice, sharing what you need. And moving into your soul frequency, into your heart. Moving from your heart, moving from your soul. Being in a dialogue with fearful part, with a fearful character, giving it what it needs in abundance. One more time, shifting back to fear, contracting, embodying the fearful part, giving it sound. How does fear sound? How does your fear sound? Sharing what it needs, allowing yourself to share from the fearful part what it needs. Feel the sensations, give it space, fully space to feel everything, not running away. And one more time, we are shifting now into our soul frequency, into our heart frequency, love, truth, knowing, wisdom. Moving from there, allowing your body to express itself. Respond to the fearful parts. Give it what it needs. Acknowledging and thanking the fear for expressing itself, for showing itself, for its warning voice. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. I see you. And I will always see you. I will never neglect you from now on. I will give you what you need. slowing down your movement, coming back to yourself. Taking a deep breath in and out. And simply witnessing, being still. Witnessing what's present right now, what's moving through you. Please share with me. How are you feeling now? Or how was the practice for you? Monique, expanded, happy, rare. Sabrine, more space, peaceful. Helga, empowering. Goran, calm after a challenging day. That's beautiful, people. If you feel something different than calm or empowering or more space, you feel like I didn't get much out of this, I couldn't connect, it's not habitual for me to connect to the body, I don't get it yet, feel free to share it as well. A bit overwhelming now. Yeah. Karin, thank you for sharing. If a bit overwhelming now, connect again to the sense of groundedness, putting your feet on the floor and on the chair, your butt on the chair, like really feeling how you're being held right now, held by the earth, how you can let your weight go, relax into this embrace. Jolene, calm and connected. Sophie, experiential, meeting my feelings. Not always felt what you said, but curious to explore. Yeah, and let's acknowledge all of us. For many of you, maybe it was the first time you did something like this, meeting your fear this way. So I just want to honor you for that, for giving it a chance, for being here and for going for it. Oh, so what we can draw from this practice for our life is that suppressing feelings is not a good idea. We want to give them space to be felt. We want to give them space to be heard. And we want to uncover the needs of fear, sadness, frustration, anger, rage, whatever the feelings are. Unless we uncover the need, it will keep popping up. And then we are like, okay, allowing anger is fine, but if it comes every day, It can be quite exhausting. Yeah, and like can cost us a lot of energy and a lot of time also. So we want to understand anger, we want to hear its need, for example, but we also want to see the underlying reason why it comes up. What is happening? Or what does the anger need? So we just want to really listen. Yeah, how does it resonate? How does it land here? You can just put hands up if it's landing. Amazing. We will take a few more minutes because I will present to you like also the program that I'm launching in July, and I would like to invite you into it. And oh, I am so happy to actually do this for you, with you. This masterclass Beyond Fear was born when I was dancing somewhere, and it was like in my head, beyond fear, beyond fear, beyond fear. It's that is the portal. That's the portal when we can live not without fear, but beyond fear. We can build a bridge from identity into going into this grandness that we all are. And actually, what my passion was, I shared with you on the first day, is living a dharmic life, living a life in surrender to the divine, living a life of aliveness, of joy, of happiness. And we've had quite an intense boot camp here with you these 4 days. Now, of course, we want to integrate it step by step in our life. Yeah, it's like now we got an injection, and now it can maybe put something in movement, and maybe it will slowly come back to where it has been. Although I don't think so. I think this light has sparked something in you that you will continue and carry. And so usually I deliver the program Dharmic Living, Love, Devotion, and Dharmic Living live. It's an 8 days retreat. And it's modules 5 and 6 of my 1-year Tantra program. That's where we dive into rituals and tantric wisdom to actually reconnect with our soul frequency and live from there. And the rituals are super powerful to actually shift from where we live and what we're serving in life. Now, this summer, I have an inspiration to offer it in an online format as a 3 months program. Why 3 months? Because after a Dharmic Living retreat of 8 days live, when we go live into it, we also have an integration program afterwards of 3 months because it requires integration. Yeah, it's important that we are day by day rewiring, checking in which limiting beliefs are in the way, where am I not listening to myself, where am I actually living not in line with who I am. And so I decided to create an online program for 3 months. I'm going to share a screen with you about this. Let me see if I can quickly. Yeah, there it is. Yes. So online, and it's gonna be called Discover and Live Your Dharma. It's a 3 months starting on July 14th. Starting on July 14th already. So that's in about 2 weeks from now. So let me share with you what it is about. Basically everything we discussed on this masterclass, to be honest. But really bringing it into your life. Not just understanding it and knowing the concepts and then thinking, how the hell now am I going to live it every day because it's a bit too much to integrate? But if you want to take your life to next level of clarity, passion, and purpose, realign to live this life from love, from soul, instead of fear and identity, develop confidence and courage to take the right action to build your life, which sometimes and oftentimes will be scary, and to be able to hold yourself and be held in that, and unleash your authentic self-expression in your relationships and career, because that's what ultimately makes us happy or unhappy, is how fake or how authentic we are anywhere. When we are ourselves, there are no questions. There is no gap between you and you. But when we live from identity, there is you as identity, but there is also you, the one that you are.
and that feels separate. Yeah. So this is what this program is targeting. It's let me, oh, I went too fast. I'm gonna go again. I'm so sorry. I'm learning today the PowerPoint. So then we have, can you still see it? Yeah. But I'm going a bit too fast again. Okay. Go back. Here. Yes. Here we go. Okay. So what is included in this program? It's 7 guided rituals that will happen if they happen in our 8 days live retreat during the retreat. Now they will happen every 2 weeks, a ritual every 2 weeks. We go deep into something and then we have 2 weeks to integrate. And then we will also have monthly group coaching calls where participants get a hot seat and they can be coached live. That's monthly. Then there is a weekly Q&A day, which every Friday, basically you are able to ask me questions via voice message or
Alexa, we don't see it. You
yeah.
are not sharing your screen.
Thank you so much. I'm so, yeah, you see, I'm still learning this thing. Okay, so Microsoft PowerPoint, here we go. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay, now you see it, right? Okay, sorry. So then 7 guided rituals every 2 weeks I will repeat, starting on the 14th of July, and then every 2 weeks, 1 guided ritual. It's going to be happening on Zoom, and it will also be recorded. So if you cannot be present live, you will be able to see it as a recording later. Then monthly group coaching calls. That's what I explained, where you get a hot seat and where you get coached by me live, but in a group. Then also weekly Q&A day on WhatsApp. So we all get into a WhatsApp, all participants. We create a community. That's my face I always see on my phone. And the community will be supporting each other to live a dharmic life, to realign. Because when we are together, when we are vibing in the same frequency and we are cooking in the same pot, it happens much more effectively. I'm already leading now a group for 3 months after the live dharmic living retreat. Oh my gosh, it's so powerful, so amazing. So every Friday on WhatsApp, you can ask me a voice message or write me a message and I will respond to you individually. We will do weekly embodiment practices. So we did 1 embodiment practice now. I will teach you lots of different embodiment practices, how to deal with different emotions, how to put yourself in a state of receptivity, openness, and like frequency that you choose to have for the day, because that's important. I do it every morning. For me, it doesn't happen like I do it once a week and then the rest of the week I'm flying. No, it's a daily practice. And whether you take for it 10, 15 minutes or 1 hour is up to you, how much you have, how much you want to devote. But I will share with you these embodiment practices that get you into your body. And then, like I said, supportive community of people. So what's included there? Rituals, meditations, tantric embodiment practices, inspirations, tantric wisdom that I will be sharing with you. And it's going to be very actionable. It's not just me pouring into you. You're actually every week going to have actionable commitments. Something to integrate after the rituals, to journal about, to distill from, whatever wisdom will be pouring through, so that we slowly but surely making the transition from you being the identity and living as such into living you as soul. For whom is this? Oh, like when I read this, the first line, you know in yourself there is more to life. That's me when I was 29. Like when I was in the corporate world, I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I don't know what's next. And how will I ever navigate there? And like, ugh. So you know in yourself there is more to life than what you got. Much more. There's like unlimited something that you are touching, that you are
I'm sure you know it. I'm sure you're coming in contact with that. But we want to live it daily, not just sometimes on vacation. You feel the fire burning to express yourself fully in this lifetime, fully as you, not hide, not withdraw, not pretend you are someone you're not, but to be you, to dare to be you. It's actually the most scary thing in the world, to be ourselves, to allow our light to shine. But by doing so, we also allow others to shine. Our family members grow in our space. Naturally, we don't even need to lecture anybody. It's just like, whew, the whole reality starts realigning. Our partners, like in my case, like, yeah, you start like, whew, I choose to burn brighter. My partner joins in. He could have not. It's free will. Then you long to create clarity in your life, relationships, and career. Maybe you are like, I have no clarity. I don't know what steps I need to take. I only know what has been the past. I don't know how to connect to my soul, to the deeper me, to my higher self. I want to create clarity first. Perfect. This program will give you that clarity. The steps will be there. Maybe you already have clarity, like you know you have talents, you know you have particular passion, you know you have so much fire and passion in you, but you want to be supported in taking the right steps. How to show up in life, how to show up in your business, how to show up in your work, how to navigate the next steps, financial questions, etc., etc. So this is for whom it is, and the value of this program. When I'm tuning into the value, like 3 months, I'm basically every week busy with this program, and it's vibing. The value of it is at least this what I'm putting out there, but actually I find it's priceless, that the value of this program is actually priceless. How can you put a value on something that allows you to live and be you, and to reconnect from being the identity into back in connection with ourselves and in surrender to the divine? I don't know how to put a price on it, to be honest. But if I summarize the hours that I will be putting into this program and engaging live with you all, then I was like, okay, let's put this number. Yeah. But the price that I would like to offer it for is, so the value is 2,222 euro, but the price I would like to offer it for is 1,111 euro, if paid in full. There is also a possibility to pay it in installments if you want. So that's paying once a month at the beginning of each month, and then it's 399 euros per month. Why is 1111? It's a beginning. It's a numerology. It's like it's a shift. It's a new start. It's taking the new blank sheet. I'm going for it. That's it. 1111. I am the one. And I will be repeating to you this many times. You are the one. You are the one. Like I'm saying to myself very often as well, I'm the one. Who else to live this life as me? I am the one. Of course, I am the one. Like you are the one to live your life. And so I also wanted to give you a little incentive to join. And if you join before Tuesday noon, July 2nd, which is Tuesday next week, you get a special price, 999 euro only, if paid in full. And then you are directly in. And then you still have a little bit less than 2 weeks to anticipate and start preparing for the program. So we're starting on July the 14th. It's on Sunday. It's actually for, if you already have done the live Dharmic Living Retreat with me, you can still do this program. That's totally possible. It will be like a repetition for you and deepening, but also like completely new levels, new layers, because we are going into integration. So if you were never part of the integration and really implementation of what you learned in the live retreat, this program is amazing for that. If you've never done anything with me, you can do this online program, which is like the first time I'm offering a program for people who have never done anything with me, even module 1. Now, if you say, what is that live retreat out there? Maybe I would rather prefer to go live and then have the implementation. Possible. If you can make yourself available for that, we are going to be holding modules 5 and 6 in Bali in January, in the most magical, magnificent place ever. The price of that retreat, including accommodation, including food, including the retreat program, is 1,490 on a pre-sale, on early bird. And then you still need to get your ticket to get there. Yeah, so I'm just giving you a comparative analysis here. So that's it. For modules 5 and 6, to do them live, you need to complete modules 1 and 2 with us. We are holding modules 1 and 2 now at the end of July, and also at the end of August 23 to 30th. These are tantric foundational modules where we are learning embodiment practices, connecting practices. It's powerful. It's called Conscious Intimacy and Shining Light on Your Hidden Desires. And we work a lot with your sexual energy, awakening, and passing it through all the energy centers so that you are... And so in order to jump into the live retreat, modules 5 and 6, Dharmic Living, you would need to have that program completed first, because there we go much more intense. Here in this online program, we are phasing things out. I'm teaching you step by step, and you can do it from the comfort of your home. You don't need to travel anywhere. You don't need to buy an airplane ticket. You just can flow in your own rhythm. Voila, so that is what I'm offering to you guys. I'm super excited about this. The Dharmic Living group that I'm holding now already for almost 2 months, it's incredible, incredible. I can't tell you. It's the first time I actually started doing it after the April retreat, and I love it. There is so much like real life integration happening, you know? Not just like, okay, I attend the retreat, I understand, and then I go home and I'm like, okay, the life is calling me into something else. But here it's massaging new things every day. And you can choose here to what degree, what serves you, what doesn't serve you. Let's say you are a very community person, very extrovert, and you want to be like buzzing with community on WhatsApp. Great. If you say, no, I'm not this kind of person, I'm not interested. Great. You check in once a week, how you doing? That's it. You don't need to. There is no obligation. You choose what works for you and you take the most out of it. And I'm there for you, guys. I'm there to guide you. I'm there to coach you, to support you fully. Voila. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share with all of you today. I'm gonna take it out now. And oh my God, dear people, thank you so much for this 4 days of being together. I am delighted. I am happy. I am inspired and so full of energy. It's now, what, day 4, 10 o'clock, and I am sweating a little bit and so energized just to have spent so much valuable quality time with all of you. Thank you for your interaction, engagement. I loved it. If you have any questions, I will stay here for another 5-7 minutes. And if you don't have questions, I'm wishing you all the best. I'm hugging you all big time. And I will also send you this information via email as well. You will receive. So I will put just a song for those who want to leave. Just a tiny bit so that you can celebrate before you go, or reconnect to yourself. And then I'm going to be here for another 5 minutes. I talk to ways, baby. She teaches me less, and boy does she see. Her voice rings like a bounce like a shooting star. She whispers you are there, so you will never die. Every step of the way, remember that you feel so. I talk to a spirit, she comes in my dreams. She sheds a light on my darkest corners, merges shadows with pure bliss, and I sway like a hummingbird, fly like a shooting star, knowing I was never born, so I will never die. The future and the past are two sides of one river, and I am in the middle.
Okay.
I am a woman on a journey.
So I'm gonna turn down the music.
Changing and transforming a mirror and a reflection in
Ah, oh my gosh. How much I love it being with you guys. Ah,
no TV needed already for 15 years. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to engage with you here. And how we can do it is you simply unmute yourself or you ask a question in the chat and I will respond to you. So if you stayed here and you want to ask me something, very welcome. Yes, so if you're on vacation as from 14th of July, you can step in when you're back. You will just simply watch the ritual on the recording and you will be added to the WhatsApp group anyway. And you tune in when your timing is right. Yeah, that's why we always have 2 weeks integration time so that you can do it at ease. We don't want to do it every week, otherwise it becomes when you're in the middle of life and then a lot of integration also, it can be heavy. And that's why I want a bit spaciousness for these rituals. Yes. Very welcome. The recordings for the online course, which the Discover and Live Your Dharma. Yeah, that's the one. So the recordings will be available for at least a year. At least a year. We will see if we can make them available like forever, like as in until we die, because forever doesn't exist. But at least as long as we work in this domain, let's say, yeah, we will check on that. But at least they will be available for a year, so you have time. All right. So if all the questions that were asked already have been asked, then I am wishing you an amazing evening and super grateful for having spent this precious time with all of you. Yeah. You're interested, Sophie?
Heel hartelijk bedankt, Alexa. Mwah.
I'm so happy. See you soon.
See you.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
Bye. Slaap lekker. Straks.